Welcome to our second episode about the book 100 Top Lies of Satan. Which ones do you or your church believe? This episode is entitled, This Book is for Christians. It concerns the first section of the preface, and we'll talk now about what it means to say, I am a Christian. Those three little words and one big word have a lot of different meanings to people around the world. When one says, I am a Christian, what is he or she saying? This is a book written for Christians, but which kind of Christian? Born-again Christians, evangelical Christians, conservative Christians, Pentecostal Christians, Charismatic Christians, Spirit-filled Christians, full gospel Christians, Protestant Christians, Catholic Christians, Orthodox Christians, pro-life Christians, pro-abortion Christians, pro-gay Christians, homophobic Christians, Republican Christians, Democratic Christians, Buddhist Christians, Hindu Christians, atheist Christians, Koran-burning Christians, protesting at veterans' funerals Christians, and the list goes on and on. And all of these self-identifying groups be Christian? If you're still listening to this, then you must either be a Christian or maybe you're a curious non-Christian. For the purposes of this book, I will divide human beings into three categories. Feel free to choose which category you belong to. This will be the first of many free will choices you as a human being will make as you read this book. Free will, spiritual choices are what separate human beings from the rest of the earth's living creatures. Ultimately, it is those choices which place us into one of the three categories. The first category of human beings is hot. These people are Christians. As outlined before, the term Christian in today's vernacular is usually vague. By the end of this book, you will know precisely what I mean by the term Christian. From now on, the word Christian will be used without quotations and will stand for whatever is the true definition of a Christian. This definition will be explored in full later. The second category of human beings is lukewarm. Some people who say they are Christians are not Christians at all. I can claim to be President of the United States, but that doesn't make it so. Some people say they are Christian because their parents were Christian. Some say they had an experience and became Christian, but couldn't really tell you why they are Christian now and not before. Others were Christian and then decided not to be Christian, but still identify as Christian to others when asked. In other words, the lukewarm person operates in a false understanding of being a Christian when, in fact, they are not a Christian. These people are deceived. The main purpose of this book is for lukewarm people who think they are Christians, to recognize the category that they are in, and for them to choose to move into the hot category. Should they choose not to become hot, then they will automatically become cold, which is the third and final category. If they do not recognize themselves to be lukewarm, then they remain deceived and stay where they are. Cold human beings acknowledge that they are not Christian. They may want to be Christian, but they understand that they fail to meet the definition for being Christian and lack the commitment to pursue becoming one. Cold people may also have rejected being a Christian and make no apologies for it. Another class of cold people would be those who are ignorant of the Christian concept. They are not a Christian because they don't know that they could be one. They haven't rejected being a Christian, but have not chosen to be one either. Children would be an example of this kind of cold person. Have you picked a category for yourself? Hot people will desire to read this book for many reasons, one of which will be to agree or disagree with its content. Lukewarm people may want to read this book to see if they are lukewarm and how to be hot. Certain cold people may be curious about the topic and continue reading. Some may transfer into the hot category as well. The most important thing you should take away from this book is the correct knowledge of where you stand regarding the phrase, I am a Christian. In Revelation 3, verses 14 through 16, the Apostle John writes, And unto the angel of the church of the Laodiceans write, These things saith the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the beginning of the creation of God. I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou wert cold or hot. So then, because thou art lukewarm, and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. Our next episode will discuss the definition of a Christian. Please come back and give it a listen. Remember, the paperback book and Kindle e-reader versions of 100 Top Lies of Satan, Which Ones Do You or Your Church Believe, can be purchased on Amazon.com. Do a search for 100 Top Lies of Satan and you can order from there. Also, visit our Facebook page at facebook.com/Top Lies of Satan. You can listen to our podcast by going to podcasts.com/100 Top Lies of Satan with the appropriate hyphens, 363AF03C6. Thanks for listening.